received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications?
Yes, Judge. Probation.
Okay, let me see.
Okay. Get to feel that, guys.
I do not have an application for probation. Yes. All right. Did you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? You're charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated with a child under 15 as a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do so believe.
Ms. Medina, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is recommending 2 years in the state jail facility. There's a $500 fine. State recommends community supervision and ignition interlock for half the term. Did you understand that to be your agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the agreement?
It is, Judge. We're hoping that you'll probate the fine,
All right.
but that is the agreement.
State, is that the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there being such motions?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation, community service hours, and parenting classes in the DOEP course and regular UAs. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
Stand in exhibit attachments, Your Honor.
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consents with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, she obviously was taking the drugs and she's very motivated. She's changed totally, but she's been incarcerated and she wants to make this probation and solve her drug problem.
So what were you thinking?
I clearly wasn't thinking, and I had a lot of time to think about it, and I do regret what I did. I have remorse for everything. I've known better than that, and I was just going through a really difficult time for the last couple of months before that happened, and it's no excuse, but I was bad judgment, and I I do apologize for that.
Is Child Protection Services involved?
I had a case, but I got it closed.
Okay, let's unpack that a little bit.
They-
When you say you got it closed, obviously you're in custody. There's no way they will return your child to you because you're in custody. So what happened?
Well, when this first happened, I did get a case, but I did the classes and I did the drug test and I was able to get that case closed.
Well, so why are you in custody?
I had a warrant.
She couldn't make bond.
All right, so did they pick her up on the same day that this happened? Because the offense date for this is May 9th, 2023.
Yeah.
So you've been in custody since May 9th?
No.
All right,
They
so
dismissed the case for further investigation and rebrought it. I think that's what happened.
State, is this a case that was dismissed and re-indicted?
You don't know the answer to that question, Your Honor.
Definitely wasn't. I can show you the print. Computer
Sure.
print.
Okay, I'm looking up now through.
For the record, it's Megan Galloway. So this case was dismissed in April of the same year of last year, and the dismissal was re-entered again in November with the same April date, but it was indicted before that November date that you see in your computer. So I don't know if there was a clerical error of them entering the dismissal again in November, but if you look at the dismissal that's scanned in the system, it has an execution date of April. And so,
For the dismissal of the case?
yes, so it was dismissed in April for further investigation. And then it was indicted again once we got the toxicology results
okay.
back. And then for some reason, that dismissal that was submitted in April was entered into the system again, but no new dismissal was submitted to the court.
Okay. All right, that explains things. So are you employed?
Not currently, but I'm very sure I can get a job as soon as I can.
Doing what?
I'm sorry.
Doing what?
Anything that I can to make money, until I find something I enjoy doing.
I'm sorry, what?
I can do anything, until I get somewhere I want to be. I've worked in a lot of places, so I have a lot of experience and I'm willing to do whatever I need to do.
All right, everyone, you need to whisper so that I can hear. All right. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. In custody, this is what I want done. I want a TAP evaluation. Follow TAP recommendations. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. Ignition interlock for half the term. How far did you go in school?
I graduated and I was a dental assistant.
All right, there's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. Parenting classes and probation. If she completed parenting classes as a part of this case, then the court will deem it satisfied. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. And I'm going to order the DWI education course and victim impact panel live. And I'm going to order 1 year license suspension. State, is there any restitution to the complainants?
Judge, it's to be determined.
All right, so counsel, I think there's gonna be a restitution amount because there's a school bus involved from my reading of things. So what we'll do, if there's an issue with the restitution, we'll set it for a restitution hearing. All right, so there'll be restitution, if any. And that will be to her daughter who was in the vehicle with her. And also, they don't have the names of the children on the school bus, but so that the record is clear, the driver of the school bus was a Mr. Abonce, or Abonce, A-B-O-N-C-E. So it's him and the 21 students who are on the bus. And there's going to be field visits one time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day, love her on a bad day. Either way, she's here to stay. Call up holy,